Women in their 30s are using traditional dating apps in hopes of finding a life partner who will provide them with a secure financial future and help them support their families. In the past, when most women didn't take to the streets as commodities, and men knew nothing about women and the legal system in general, older women might find older men willing to marry them. Still, these men seem to have learned the hard way not to settle down with older women, thanks to divorces, child support disputes, marriages without intimacy, and countless painful experiences of rejection. However, the men begin to see through the deception as they witness loved ones wrongfully convicted in family court, and as their supposedly loving wives betray them out of pain and greed. Despite men's growing independence, some middle-aged and older women still turn to online dating sites for the attention and validation from men they don't get from current or former partners. While young women are praised and recognized for adopting the modern woman's narrative and being assured that men will always be there in their 30s and 40s, this admiration and recognition is nothing compared to the admiration and recognition they receive in their early 20s, and recognition paled. They are allowed to flirt foolishly with their male classmates. If you keep your head down and work hard, you will meet someone who makes his career his life's work. However, males have grown tired of chasing females and so no longer do so, and if they did, they wouldn't reconcile with them because they know the history of these independent women. Women tried to get all the men they wanted by putting confident men on the defensive, but this strategy backfired and paved the way for modern casual dating. The widespread adoption of social media and dating apps heralds the end of more traditional methods of making new friends and forming romantic relationships. If there weren't so many people interested in meeting new people, there wouldn't be so many middle-aged and older women using dating apps to find a life partner. Also consider who was instrumental in starting the modern party scene. Despite what you may have heard, it's women who ruin the dating process. For women, it's all about going out and having fun with the man you have a crush on. With that much time, we want to give. With that in mind, I guess I'm asking older women who are seeing the end of the accelerated dating era think it's worth it. Unfortunately, these mothers have caused a decline in dating and relationships because their daughters who are now in their 20s and 30s are in the same position, looking for a good man to settle down after failing. Mother's footsteps. Divorces are so ugly because no one wants to marry, and no man wants to marry a woman who is courted by dozens of other men. No one there is interested in getting married. No longer will a man risk his financial security for a woman who takes care of him only for his money. One thing is for sure, no man wants to settle down with a woman who only sees them because everyone else has rejected them. Women of a certain age will accept the fact that today's men are no longer naive and prepare to live happily ever after. Singles. The same group of wine-loving women is at it again, this time spreading their negativity into cyberspace. Remember, these ladies have spent years trying to learn some Western ways and find a decent man. It's safe to say that many of these ladies have walked this all before. However, they are sure that they can outdo their husbands. Men have gained the upper hand, so now these experienced ladies have to work hard to find a life partner. Never mind feeling sorry for these ladies. They deliberately put themselves at risk in order to strengthen their negotiating position. For most of these post-war women, however, the reality was a man who wasn't willing to settle down with them. In today's economy, when another recession is very likely and times are tough, why would a man choose to date older women when he has so many attractive younger women? Now there is no age limit for a rich man to date, so he can choose a young and beautiful woman or an experienced elder. Why would a man be willing to spend more money on a woman who is in poor health and is looking for a serious commitment? None of these ladies deserve your sympathy. Instead, exercise with your veins sparingly and calmly. Women are solely responsible for the mess they have gotten themselves into through divorce and elopement with other men in search of happiness. Making a long-term commitment to an older woman who has dedicated her time and her body to other men for decades while neglecting your prime requires a lot of desperation on both sides. Be careful when using dating apps. These mature women are not interested in you as a wife but as a source of income that they can use to support themselves in their later years. They didn't treat you well when they were young, but now that they're grown up, they think you'd be a good choice. They really just want to capture you. Gentlemen, I recently came across an article that talked about the phenomenon of older women surfing the internet alone. Women should not engage in online dating because men prefer younger women and those over a certain age are too eager to settle down, the article said. Because of their age, life experience, and desire for a long-term, stable relationship, these women are less likely to give men a second chance. According to the article, women in their 40s and 50s have more sexual experience and therefore are more able to bring pleasure to men. But men are more likely to court these women. It's clear that men prefer younger women to women in their 40s and 50s when using dating apps. Who hasn't seen this? But this mess is their own fault. At this, when coaching young men, I always stress the importance of maintaining a safe distance from women, especially women who are much older than you. They feel like they missed out on dating you when you were younger, but now that they're ready to settle down, they want another chance. Or us, it's too late now. The boys wisely entered the game and did not play together anymore. That's it guys today. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to get more content from me. Until next time.